Today we are going to discuss about one small question and we will try to solve it in R Studio. So as you can see, I have already opened the R Studio and let us straight away go to the question. Let me expand this for you. The question says that researchers are testing a new cancer medicine. They have two groups of patients. The first group, that is group 1, is giving the new cancer medicine. Second group is group 2, given a placebo effect or water, nothing, that means no medicine. After a certain period of time, they measure a health outcome. It could be tumor size, patient survival time, etc. Based on this, the researchers want to know if there is a significant difference in the health outcome between the two groups, group 1 and group 2. So what is the statistical test should we use? The answer is they should use two sample t-test. This test will allow them to compare the means of the two groups, determine if there is a significant difference between them. So what is the null hypothesis in this? The true difference between the means of the group 1 and group 2 is 0. In other words, there is no significant difference between the two groups. What is the alternative hypothesis? The true difference between the means of group 1 and group 2 is not 0. Alternative hypothesis is our claim, what we are trying to prove. That is alternative hypothesis. So the true difference between the means of group 1 and group 2 is not 0 means that the medicine is having some value and the medicine is able to cure the patients. That is what is our claim. That is what is alternative hypothesis. So we have to reject, in statistics, we have to reject the null hypothesis to accept alternative hypothesis. Take the null hypothesis. We can reject, how we can reject the null hypothesis? We can reject the null hypothesis if we see the p-value should be less than 0.05. If the p-value is less than 0.05, we will reject the null hypothesis and our claim will be proven. We can prove our claim. Otherwise, not. So let us see all these things which are in hash is a comment. We are in R Studio, but I have made it as a comment. Why I did all this is because I can save this file in the comments again in our YouTube comments, and the link will be there from where you can download this file from GitHub for practicing. So let us define the two groups, group 1 and group 2. We are using C concatenate or combine. We make these two groups and store it in group 1 and group 2. So this is our data. It can be sample 1, sample 2 or whatever file you have, you use that. But this is for only learning purpose. Then we perform a t-test and store it in the object called as test result. This arrow is stored in 2. Value of this command t-test group 1 group 2 should be stored into test result. So this is our object R. So t-test is the command. One line. Then we print the p-value. How do we print the p-value? Print test result. What is test result? Again, test result is nothing but the value of t-test. We print the test result $p.value. Dollar is for that particular. Many things are there in test result, but we want a particular element, particular value we need. So we said dollar. The p-value will be printed. And when we run this command, the value will come as 0.3, which is not less than 0.05. Is not at all less than 0.05. So we fail to reject the null hypothesis. So we cannot prove our claim. Comparing the two groups, if there is a treatment going on properly, the data will change and the difference will be shown in this test. But in our case, because it is less than, p-value is not less than 0.05, that means we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Null hypothesis, till the null hypothesis is rejected, we cannot accept the alternate hypothesis. What is the alternate hypothesis? That there is a difference between the two groups. That means when we say there's a difference between the two groups, we say that the medicine is working, medicine is having, then only there will be a difference. Then only there will be a difference between the two groups when the medicine is working. Because if medicine is not working, it is same as water. That means water and medicine has no difference between water and medicine. That's why the data which we collect is same. If water and medicine is same, the data which we collect will also be same. What data are we collecting? We are trying to find out tumor size is reduced or not, patient survival time is improved or not. All these are not changing means it is water only. But if there is a change in this tumor size and survival time and things like that, that means that there will be a difference between the two groups. When there will be a difference in two groups, p-value will become less than 0.05. When p-value will become less than 0.05, we will reject the null hypothesis and we will accept the alternate hypothesis, which says that there is a difference. Now let us run the theory. This is our environment. This is where we write the script. Our console. So I will select or we run this. If you see the environment, the test result, the object is formed here. Group 1, group 2 is showing here. So the command is successful. Again, we will see the value of the p-value, and it has come as 0.346, which I already have discussed. Now suppose I want the whole t-test to be shown. Let us see that also. Okay, this is the command. Instead of only p-value, I want the whole test to be seen. Let us delete this. I want the whole test to be printed. To clear this again. Again, I will do Control K. Run the script. Now, you will see the result here. The whole thing has come now, including the p-value, degree of freedom for you. Okay, this is the 2 sample t-test. It is showing group 1 and group 2. Degree of freedom is there. P-value again is not less than same, 0.34, not less than 0.05. Hypothesis alternative is written. 95% confidence interval. Again, when we are talking about 95% confidence interval, the confidence interval also is a very important tool to analyze this t-test. Now, the scientists are going beyond p-value. There is a debate whether we should go for p-value or we should go for the confidence interval. So let us take the other parameter also, other way also, for validating our result. P-value is already rejected null hypothesis. But what about the confidence interval? Is it rejecting the null hypothesis is failing to reject the null. Sorry, this p value. This as per this, it is failed to reject. I'm sorry, failed to reject the null hypothesis. But confidence interval also is failing to reject null hypothesis. How do we find out? The difference, there should not be zero between this interval. -3 to 1, there is a zero in the line, this number line. This is a confidence interval from -3 to 1.3, -3.3 to 1.3. In this zero is coming. When zero is coming, we fail to reject. Zero means that coefficient is zero. So if there's a chance thing will fail, may not be there in the confidence. So we fail to reject null hypothesis because there is a zero in the interval. So this is another way of finding out, conclude the result, so like a validation. So thank you very much for watching the particular tutorial. If you have any doubts, tell me or you can comment here.